Hi, my name is Corey Gerard, and yes, it's really me, the creator, founder, and writer of Monster Wars Battles, which showcases epic, iconic fights between the most iconic horror cinema icons in history. Now, I have been producing, writing, and releasing Monster Wars battles for over a year now. And many of the fans have told me that they love those battles and they can't seem to get enough of them. So I find time in my spare time to write more and more of those battles. And I'm constantly out on the look for new talent, so to speak, and I plan on releasing many more battles, so stay tuned for them. Okay, there were some that would wonder what inspired me to write epic, iconic Monster Wars battles in the first place. And I would answer by saying, well, I am inspired and I have my inspirations regarding the genre of horror, much like many others did and do. I can think about all the times when I was a little boy, I would watch a scary movie that sent chills through my bones. And at that time, I was maybe 5, 6, and 7. Yes, when Mom would turn on the TV and she would watch a horror film. She'd be like, hey, you better keep your lights on at night or something. So she would add to the sensation of fright. Or, somebody might say, if you watch this film, you better say your prayers before you go to bed. So I was pretty much terrified at the whole sight of it. And then, when you're a little boy, when you see things like gargoyles, mummies, and vampires, it does something to you because you don't see those things walking around on a day-to-day basis when mom and dad take you out. So you're like, wow, what is that? That's creepy. This person got sharp teeth. This person look like a monster and their eyes is glowing red. Oh, I hope I don't run into that, and especially not down a dark alley. So yeah, I grew up watching horror films, and then there were the most famous popular personalities in horror at that time that stood out. And I came to know and like those, such as Peter Cushing, Sir Graves, Christopher Lee, Count Scary, and Amira. And if I missed others, then I got them up here and up here somewhere, so they all know who they are, and I do appreciate them as well. So you might say I watched maybe hundreds of horror films from the time when I was a little tiny boy all the way up until now, which puts me in my late 40s. Yes, the creator of Monster Wars is well past middle age, but I'm still ticking though. So, we would come to know the most iconic horror icons such as Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason, Candyman, Chucky, The Bride of Chucky, Jeeper Creeper, and etc. And then, I've seen countless films with those guys and gals in them, but then something dawned on me after a while. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if they make a movie and put Jason and Michael Myers in it at the same time and have them square off? Or if they make a a movie and put Freddy Krueger against Darth Vader? Wouldn't that be cool? Then I kept formulating pictures in my mind of horror icons that would look real cool if they were pitted off against one another. So then I came to the conclusion, like, hey, if they're not going to make that on film for many to see and appreciate, I'm going to start writing those battles on my own. Then I'm going to write as many as I possibly can, because I know it's something that I want to see, as well as hundreds of millions of fans out there. And then I figured if I keep writing them, then eventually the producers will contact me to write and adapt a cinema full feature film showcasing those epic, iconic horror battles from Monster Wars. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it happened, folks. And wasn't that great?